Hi guys, welcome back to day number 4 of our 7-day challenge on how to find your focus and achieve your goals. So we're on to day number 4. This is the halfway point. How are you guys feeling? How are you feeling in terms of your vision, your objectives, and where you are now and what that gap is? Okay? So by this point in our challenge, we've really cleared the fog, we've cleared the mist, and we've really built that clear picture as to where we want to be, what's going to get us there, and where we are now, and what the gap is, what is missing. Okay? So where are you guys now? Okay? How are you going to get to where you want to be? What is that gap in between where you are now and your strategic goal and objective? Okay? So thank you to all of you guys that shared where you are now and that gap with us in the group. It was awesome to see so many comments, okay? What I want to do is go out to the guys of you that possibly struggled with working out what that gap is, okay? Did you find it overwhelming? If for whatever reason you struggle with that, please let me know. And if you haven't yet shared yours, go over to the video for day 3, post it in there because I want to know. In order to move us forward so you can find your focus and achieve your goals, you need to be clear where you are right now. Clarity is key for this process. Okay, so we're on to day number 4. So right now, and yesterday we focused a lot on where we are now and identifying this gap. And as I spoke to you about yesterday, my belief is that knowledge is power. Okay, so right now, you guys are so powerful because you know exactly what this gap is, yeah? You know where you want to be and you know where you are now, and you can identify so clearly what it is that's missing. Okay? So what I'm going to help you do today and what our challenge today is to what you need to fill that gap. Okay? And I'm going to take you through 4 key areas that I take all of my clients through as to how to use those stepping stones to fill that gap. Okay? So what I want you guys to do, open up the workbook in the above, or just open up your journal. Okay? And I'm going to tell you the 4 things that I want you to think about today for your challenge. So number 1 is changes. What changes do you guys need to make in your life in order to fill this gap? Okay, so is it a particular situation that you need to change? Is it, like I said yesterday, moving from employment to self-employment? Is it possibly changed in your lifestyle, changing in your working hours? Whatever it is, there will be changes that need to be made in order to fill this gap. Okay, so I want you to write down at least 1 change that you know you need to make in order to fill this gap. Okay. So maybe it's what you need to do differently. What's not been working for you before? What is it that you need to change? What are you going to mix up? What are you going to try that's new? What are you going to change about your current process for what you're doing? Because at the end of the day, what you've been doing isn't working for you, yeah? So what are you going to change to fill that gap? Okay. The second thing is information. What information do you need in order to fill this gap? Is there anything particular you need to ask? Do you need to learn something new? Are there qualifications you need? Do you need to research? For example, if I was setting up my own company in Australia, what's the company law in Australia? What information do I need? What do I need to research? If it's you want to be buying a house, do you need to find out some information on mortgage rates or what people allow mortgages and what the lending is? Who your lenders are? Okay, so what I want you to do now is really think about what information that you need. What information is going to help you fill this gap? Okay. The third area in order to fill this gap is resources. Okay. What resources do you need? Now, Information cannot be included in that because we've already clarified that slightly separately. So what resources do you need to fill this gap? So it might be extra staff in your business, or it might be more working hours so that you're able to make a bit more money and save for your house a bit quicker and buy your house quicker. Okay? It might be that you need to purchase an investment of some sort. You might need to buy a new laptop, or you might need to buy some software, buy a membership. What resources do you need to fill that gap? Okay, so coming back down to where you are now, where you want to be, and what your strategic objective is, what resources do you need in between that? And what I want you to do as well is think about it specifically now, okay? So if it is buying a new laptop, what's your budget? Is it within your budget? Is that realistic for you? Okay? So what resources do you need to fill that gap? And the final one, the most important piece of the puzzle that I want us to think about today as part of our challenge is what people do you need in your life to do it? Okay? So in terms of people, we're thinking about a huge range of people here. We're thinking about our support network. We're also thinking about who we need. Like, who do we need in this gap to help us fill it? Is there someone that's filled that gap in their own life and you think, I could probably speak to them and find out how they've done it? Okay? Is there someone you can learn from? Is there someone you admire? Is there someone you can ask? Do you have a support network? Do you need one? Okay? Is that your gap? Okay? So whatever it is, within that gap, I want you to think of people that can help you fill that. Okay? So you've got your 4 areas. You've got change, information, resources, and people. So now, within your workbook or your journal, I want you to write down at least one thing that you need from each of those 4 headings. You can have as many as you feel fit, okay? You might have loads in one and not very much in the others. That's totally fine. This is all for your benefit, guys, okay? This is to help you look at where you are, look at where you want to be, and fill that gap, okay? So what do you need of those 4 things to fill that gap? What's missing? What will help you fill that gap? Okay. So that is our task for today. That is our challenge. Okay. So what I want you to do, however you've written it down, however you've brainstormed it, post a comment in the box below. Share it with us. Share with us what you need. You never know. There might be someone who needs something that you're offering. You know, you might need a support network. They might need a support network. Comment in this box right now as to what you need, what's missing. What of those 4 things do you need in your life right now to be able to go from where you are now to where you want to be? Okay? Comment in the box. I want to know. I want to read every single one of your guys' comments. Okay? I want to be able to help you find your focus, find what you need, find what it is that you need to fill in that gap. Okay. So that's everything from me today. So I'll say bye for now. I'll see you in the group, and I'll see you tomorrow for our next challenge.